Eric, you can go and bring your car down to the manual mode. Even Jim, select first gear, and just double check, folks, that our ref match system is still turned on. Let's go and get rolling. Alright, so this is probably going to be one of our most ideal track sessions this afternoon, folks. However, we still want to consider doing a nice warm-up lap, kind of get a feel for the actual track. And then again, everyone's going to get more consecutive laps behind the lead car. So be mindful of spacing. Everyone's life speed still might be a little different, so we're still making a couple of changes throughout the afternoon. And just make sure you're driving within your comfort zone. Any tips for that video review class from this morning, the early versus late talk? Let's go ahead and kind of look to make small adjustments. See where we can add some more speed into the mix. We're going to get rolling onto the track right away. Have a visual on the other group. So we're going to get rolling here. Now we can enter the track in third gear, Eric. Here we swing third or fourth gear in this area. Down to approach to corner number 3. Here, Eric, you can bring it down to third. Think about turning the wheel nice and slow, but it's progressive. You won't really be touching the curbing until you get to the back side of the cone. Now let the car naturally come out to the left-hand side as we begin to unwind. And we want to be able to straight away that's leading us into the chicane. Here in this area, Eric, probably be in fourth gear. Dave and Jim, you can maintain third. Just make sure during the warm-up lap, we're nice and precise. Trying to touch every single curving through the S's. But building a straight path between the S's. It's going to allow the car to break a better path as it goes to the pole. Now we're going to bring the car up to the middle, looking out the driver's side window. And then just know we got to turn the wheel more at the end of the corner. So that's the area we want to follow through. Nice shot, Eric. Right to the top of the hill. Launch pad should be a little more forgiving this afternoon as we start to pick up the speed. Again, you're braking at this first curving as a reference before the turning cone. Make sure we ride this curve from the bottom to the top of the hill. And halfway through the corner, we can go ahead and accelerate for a moment, naturally move the car to the far left-hand side. Here, Eric, you can bring your car down to third gear. Now in this area, if you need it for the manuals, you might need fourth gear. Eric, you might need fourth, maybe even fifth gear. On a phase to off your speed. Now we're looking across corner 6. We're going to stay right, looking left. And then Eric will go ahead and start picking your speed up on the straightaway. Dave and Jim just kind of work at your own pace back there. Alright, so here, Eric, we'll go ahead and start picking it up. You're braking at the number 2 side. It's going to start slowing down. Roll off the brake, nice and soft. Get about a quarter of a turn to make this entire corner happen. Start to open up right here to the left. So just a little flat at that apex there, Eric. You've got to turn the wheel a little bit more. You're turning at the right time. Your steering rate needs to be a little bit faster and just adding a little more input. So let's turn it slow here at first across 3. Look for the apex gun so you have a better idea of how much you turn the wheel. That's good. Brake, compression. And we can maintain light throttle at first through the S's. As we're combining each cone, we can go ahead and progressively give it more. Let's move the car back to the middle here, Eric. Let's look out the driver's side window. Again, just so you have an idea of when to turn the wheel more. Dave and Jim, make sure we're scanning across for that apex. Alright, let's accelerate to the top here, Eric. Now this area is just long and light brakes. Don't need a lot of braking pressure. Just allow the car to turn in. With a little bit of throttle right about there, Eric. Move the car back over to the left and bring it down to third gear. Now give me another 10% here, Eric. Let's accelerate all the way down the hill. Like fourth gear. There's the right hand side, and then a little bit light brake for balance. Alright, so we have a little more heat going into the tires. Let's give it another different percent on this lap. Small adjustments, because just gotta turn the wheel a little bit more as you arrive closer to the apex gun. Dave and Jim, I see your exit out of turn 7. Nice job. So looking across the corner too. Turn the wheel a little more here on the left, Eric. There you go. Just so you don't lose that room here on corner exit. There you go. Give you some speed. You guys start to pick some speed up. Slow in with the hand. Coming off the brake. Let the car turn in. As you unwind, start to accelerate. There you go. Coming off the brake at the top of the hill. Now, once we apex there, Eric, let's maintain the accelerator. Side turn the S's. Long light on the brake. Let it roll out to the middle. As a crazy arc with it, let the car go. So feel the car starts to come back to the left. There you go. Good car placement. Try the curve with the bottom to the top. Turn the wheel. There you go, back in the third gear. Now we have a long stretch here, Eric. Maintain the accelerator back and forth. And make it spin. Light brake is out. That's a better lap. We did pick the speed up. So I'm going to give you more spacing here. We'll keep it the same. I'm reducing the brake. Again here, folks, it's the quarter of a turn. Try to go a bit tighter still here across two, Eric. Last lap, you're still a little wide. There you go, that's better. Then the exit. Brake and pivot in. Alright, we're back to light throttle. Into the bull. Nice looking left. Coasting, drag, brake, long and light. So we're just a little wide there at 5'8". We can probably still use a little bit more room on that curving there. So same idea, Eric. Just gotta trip the wheels a little bit more than that. You go faster, just so you don't lose that room stay on corner exit. Alright, so what we're gonna do here though is we're gonna slow down. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to do our first driver orientation. So when you're back there, Eric, just kinda doing your own thing. Just work on turning the wheel more as you're getting closer to the curving. You're turning in at the right time, just gotta turn the wheel a little bit more though as you're getting closer. So we'll move you over to the right. And then Dave, you're right behind me now. I'll wait Jim. Eric, you can second line me behind the blue 17. So Dave and Jim, we should be down at 30. So we're rolling to nice and smooth here, Dave. And then I'll find all the way out. Good. Reduce the brake. Let it coast for a second. Once the car's pointed, you can accelerate out of the corner. Let it coast for a second to the top of the hill. There you go. Once you touch that apex go, now it's going to give you your reference of when to accelerate. Back to the middle. Looking left. Good, let's straighten out the wheel. Move the hands left. Now we're coasting. Notice how long I'm dragging the brake out. Just turn with the hands here. The corner comes up quick. There you go, Dave. Looking right. And let's accelerate down the hill. Now it's your first lap. Let's give it another 10%. So watch corner exit. Notice how much room we have here. Looking right. Good, hold your steering. Now right around there, we can begin to accelerate and a lot more altitude. another 10%. We're just balancing across 1 and 2. I like how you're being precise, and even though we're going faster each lap, we're not overdriving the car. So, watching your braking. Braking looks consistent. Roll on the accelerator here with me. Now let's just drag the brake out. Bring it back to the middle. Go close up the corner. If you know you're a little wide there, you got your little wide defect, you probably just follow the throttle in. Maybe naturally just let the car coast a little bit longer, we would have closed that up. There you go, looking for 5B. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and slow down here, Dave. Now kind of get to the last section, okay? Could have actually possibly your fastest laps as well. So we're going to go ahead and gather up here, and we're actually getting some spacing. So let's move over to the right-hand side. Jim, let's go ahead and move over to the right for a moment. We'll go ahead and take the time to gather our group up. So Eric's just back behind that blue car. Alright, so Dave, you're going to need time for me there. Jim, let's move to the left now. We're going to be rotating this time. Dave, you're going to wait until the white car passes by. Eric's probably on the blue car. Alright, then Jim should be in third gear. Let's go ahead and start picking it up. Be a little more patient when you turn in. Start off with smaller increments. And just again, if you turn in early like that, you're losing a lot of that room coming out of the corner. Okay, so you gotta watch your car places. You can watch that pad on the asphalt through that turn as a reference point. Go to the middle. Close up the corner at the end. There you go. Now I to the top of the hill. And then naturally our engine just kind of follow that location and back over left. Look through 5B. Look brake balancing in this area. There you go. You gotta make one adjustment on this lap. 3, again, when you get to that corner, you want to straddle the patch a little bit longer. Look for 1B. Now as we upline, we can start to use the accelerator here. We have a lot of room on corner exit. Maximize for speed. Now watch my patch here, Jim. Watch the patch. There you go. Now to the wheel 4 at the end. Perfect. Now you can see it unwind right at the apex now. Throttle input through the S's. I'm going to touch the curving. Looking good so far. Back to the middle. Okay, look left. Turn the wheel. There you go. Nice and stop. Good job, Tim. Good being here through 5A. A little bit of light brakes. Just allow the car to pivot across. that. Okay, we're gonna make one tweak now, move forward. Try to give it another 10%. There you go, that's good. Open up the exit. Right back to the loading up the front tires. Now we're just turning. There you go. Give me a little bit of throttle there off the top. Now for corner 6, Jim, wait a little bit longer for that turning count. You're not running out of wide at the apex. Turning slowly down, however. Wait for the count. Now turning. There you go. That's better. Alright, so Jim, we're going to slow down. Folks, we're going to gather up. Get ready for our pull down lap. However, let's move over to the right-hand side. The other group, they only have 2 cars in their rotation, so they got to do a couple extra laps. So we're going to actually let them pass by just before we start our cool down. All right, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully it was a little bit more enjoyable than the first track session. In terms of speed, from here it should only be getting better. Okay, I think we are between a minute 28 down to a minute 22, right around that range. So good set of optimal laps. Small little tweaks. The biggest thing is just waiting a little bit longer before we turn in and not turning so much all at once in some areas. And that's just common. The faster you're going, a lot of times that's going to happen as a habit because you just simply don't want to miss the corner. All right, so the group's going by. Again, we're going to give them a chance to pass by here. That looks good. Now, as far as the speed's concerned, here's an area we can actually all pick up a little bit more. Once you feel the unwind starting here across 1B, you can actually roll on the throttle here a little bit more than you think. Because the fact is, after you cross by Apex 2, you have a lot of room to use here getting onto the straightaway. So you can be a little bit more aggressive there across 1B. Coming out of turn 2. So that's an area we can improve a little bit more speed. We can just be mindful of the approach in 3. You can reference off the patch on the asphalt. We'll want to straddle this. I know we're doing a cool down lap, but we'll still mimic the driving line. I mean, you won't really necessarily get to the curving until you get to the back of the cone. Since you're not turning more on corner exit and losing the straightaway, this is actually going to dictate the speed that you carry during these series of cones. I think our line for the most part was actually precise here through the S's. There, just that one adjustment early on. Just make sure we're a little more assertive with our hands. Okay, you're turning at the right time, but we can be a little bit tighter through some corners. Now when we do exit the track, we'll go ahead and still debrief through this arc, coming across out of 4, seeing everyone's gearing it up entry speed in this area. Again, you can also get on the throttle here a little bit sooner as well. Right after you cross by the first apex cone, somewhere in this zone, you'll roll into a little bit of throttle, again, to naturally move the car to the left-hand side without actually having to physically turn the wheel in that direction. Probably better flow out of 5B. And out of 5B, you can be pretty much flat here if you're comfortable with that. Going through the king until you get to your braking zone for turn 6. And here's a corner that we want to be patient turning in. It's fairly common to get to this corner too early. And then we just end up running out a little wide at the gate back, so just wait a little bit longer for that turning cone to get there. Alright, so we're going to be exiting the track this time. When we go back to the building, we're just going to take a 10-minute break and we're going to pick it up right away. Do me a favor, folks. Now that we're exiting the track, if you guys want to take a look at the fuel levels, it should have been filled during lunchtime. I know we didn't get a lot of use of them this morning, but just let me know. Don't worry about the mile range that you have available. Just the actual line of how much fuel is available is what we're concerned with. Alright, so now that we're taxiing nice and slow, we can stop recording on the PDR system. If you have your lap timer still, let me know what you have on your display. If you don't have it, I kind of have an idea of what everyone kind of put down, just if we need to make adjustments. Yeah, totally optional now. If you folks want to roll down the side windows, we can. Jim, I'm going to go ahead and face the building. You can go ahead and keep driving your car straight. Just give everyone a little bit more spacing.